Why do some algebraic equations have no solution? Have you ever wondered why some algebraic equations seem impossible to solve? It can be puzzling when you encounter an equation that just does not add up. Let's break it down together. Some algebraic equations have no solution because they describe situations where no value of the variable can satisfy the equation. Imagine you simplify both sides of an equation and end up with a statement that is clearly false. For instance, if you simplify and get something like 27 equals 9 or 4 equals 5, those are contradictions. They are statements that are never true. Since no value of the variable can make such a statement true, the equation has no solution. To understand this better, let's look at different types of equations. First, we have conditional equations. These are true only for certain values of the variable. For example, 3 times a variable equals 12 is only true when the variable equals 4. Next, we have identities. These equations are true for all values of the variable because both sides simplify to the same expression. For instance, 3 times the quantity of a variable minus 5 equals 3 times the variable minus 15 is always true, no matter what the variable is. Now let's talk about contradictions, which are equations that have no solution. An example is 3 times a variable plus 5 equals 3 times the variable minus 5. When you simplify both sides, you end up with a false statement, such as 5 equals negative 5. This cannot be true for any value of the variable. In linear equations, no solution often occurs when the variable terms cancel out, leaving a false numerical statement. For example, if you solve 3 times the quantity of a variable plus 9, plus 21 times the variable equals 24 times the variable plus 9, you might end up with 27 equals 9 after canceling variable terms. Since that is false, no solution exists. Graphically, this situation corresponds to 2 lines that are parallel and never intersect. The solution to a system of equations is the point where the lines meet. Since parallel lines do not cross, they have no points in common and thus no solution. Understanding when an equation has no solution is helpful for recognizing when a problem cannot be solved within the given constraints. This knowledge is important for algebraic reasoning and problem solving. It helps you avoid wasting time trying to find answers that do not exist and encourages careful checking of your work. By focusing on these fundamental ideas, simplifying equations, identifying contradictions, and interpreting the meaning of no solution, you can approach algebra with clarity and confidence.